Today, I will be recapping the Chinese drama, Eternal Love of Dream, also known as 3 Lives 3 Worlds, the Pillow Book, released in 2020. Warning, the video contains spoilers. Okay, let's start. The drama begins with a narration of the war between gods and demons in the ancient times. The first emperor of the Heaven clan, Dong Hua Di Jun, battled with demon king Miao Luo and defeated her. However, since he cannot kill her because she is the demon queen, he seals her with locking soul jade using his cultivation. 30,000 years later, we are introduced to Bai Feng Jiu, a 9-tailed red fox and the youngest princess of Qingqiu. She studies about Dong Hua from her teacher and has great admiration for him. She is also innocent and very mischievous. While venturing at Xianxia mountain looking for treasures, she is blown by the wind and falls in the Forbidden Valley. A very huge tiger demon attacks her, and Miao Luo believes the end she foretold will come true. Sensing danger, Dong Hua descends to the valley and saves Feng Jiu from being devoured. A conflict arises with the demon clan, and because Dong Hua doesn't want to give the identity of the female trespasser, he agrees to fulfill one promise under the condition it doesn't involve killing or going against morality and justice. Later on, while having a conversation with Xianxia, he tells her that Dong Hua is very popular among women, and that he likes mammals. Feng Jiu wonders if he'd like her since she is also a mammal, but her bubble is burst when Xianxia says he likes fierce mammals. Feeling indebted to Dong Hua for saving her, she sets out to repay it. She enlists the help of Xianxia to hide her birthmark, and Si Ming to get her into Tai Chin Palace as a maid. She also makes friends with Xiao Lu, who warns her to stay out of trouble with Princess Shiher, who is also interested in Dong Hua and feels threatened by beautiful maids. Dong Hua has taken a liking in honing his cooking skills, but his food is so bad that it makes Si Ming faint. Meanwhile, Feng Jiu is punished with more chores for mishandling the Mufeng butterfly. Dong Hua learns that General Meng Hao, who helped in the battle with Demon King Miao Luo, has been found at Baishui Mountain. He is locked up there as he has not been able to overcome his feelings for the demon queen sent to him as a bait. He is freed, but as Dong Hua is someone who only cares about the world, Meng Hao feels he wouldn't understand about romance. Demon Lord Su Yang wants to marry off his sister, Ji Heng, to Dong Hua. Demon Lord Yan Chi Wu is not happy as he is also interested in Ji Heng. When Dong Hua returns, Shiher has Feng Jiu pushed into the pond since she is pretty and was standing in front of Dong Hua. Out of jealousy, Shiher punishes Feng Jiu to sweep the courtyard, but she gets help from the Mufeng butterfly. Princess Shiher traps it into a box and banishes it to the mortal world when she finds out. Immortal official Chong Lin helps Feng Jiu by ordering her to work in the imperial kitchen to avoid being thrown out of the palace. When Feng Jiu is tasked to deliver desserts to Dong Hua, she accidentally drops them and quietly replaces them with her own sorrowless cakes that she made while dreaming of Dong Hua. Then Princess Shiher stops her and overtakes the duty to prevent her from seeing Dong Hua. But Feng Jiu tells herself that she must see Dong Hua. Dong Hua and Lian Song like the desserts, but Princess Shiher takes credit for it. Si Ming notices Feng Jiu peeping from behind a beam. He is afraid that she will be discovered and hides her. He then advises her to be careful not to expose her identity. Qing Yu, Lian Song's love interest, overhears the conversation and supports Feng Jiu in her quest to repay Dong Hua's kindness. Princess Shiher wants Feng Jiu to teach her how to make the desserts. But they don't taste the same as the ones made by Feng Jiu, realizing when Lian Song points it out. She becomes angry thinking that she was tricked, but Feng Jiu suggests that she needs to use a more valuable ingredient which can be obtained at the bottom of a lotus pond. Princess Shiher drags Feng Jiu there and pushes her into the pond to retrieve the said ingredient, and then abandons her. Later, Princess Shiher orders Feng Jiu to watch over the fish she is frying for Dong Hua, but Feng Jiu falls asleep and the fish ends up burnt. So, she has to cook one herself and the aroma attracts Dong Hua to the kitchen. He likes what she cooked and orders her to continue working in the imperial kitchen, which infuriates Shiher. Ji Heng is not happy that her brother wants her to marry Dong Hua, because she is interested in her personal bodyguard, Min Su, unaware that her brother is watching them when she rests her head on Min Su's hand. Thinking that Ji Heng will fall for him if he defeats Dong Hua, Yan Chi-Wu sends a letter to Dong Hua to challenge him to a fight to try to stop the engagement. But Dong Hua gives him frivolous excuses of having chores to do to fend him off. Yan Chi-Wu ends up being tricked into doing all the chores, but Dong Hua still rejects his challenge and throws him out of the palace. Demon Lord Nie Chu-yin ill-advises Yan Chi-Wu to steal the soul-locking jade to force Dong Hua to a duel, and this finally works. Princess Shiher is jealous of Feng Jiu and is about to quietly stab her with her hairpin when Chen Yu appears and warns her of the consequences. When Feng Jiu finds out from Chen Yu what Dong Hua is up to, she rushes there to help him. By then, the soul-locking jade has transformed into the ten evil lotus land and Dong Hua is battling demonic forces in it. When Nie Chu-yin notices Feng Jiu, he offers to give her half of his cultivation in exchange for some of her fur for 3 years. Feng Jiu agrees as she wants to help Dong Hua. However, she cannot transform back into human form with only one tail. With the increase in her cultivation, Feng Jiu is able to kill some of the demons as a fox. But she accidentally burns her own paw with her fiery attacks. Ji Heng also drops by to help Dong Hua when she hears what Yan Chi-Wu has done. She gets in the Jade Realm and the power inside her body automatically attacks the ghosts. Dong Hua recognizes that the power comes from Meng Hao. Dong Hua helps Feng Jiu to bandage her paw and develops a soft spot for her as a fox. Dong Hua then tricks Feng Jiu that she is pregnant because she kissed him, and her innocent self believes him and gets worried. He refuses to let Ji Heng have her when he has defeated all the demons and it is time to leave. He brings the fox back to Tai Chin Palace and asks Chong Lin to look after her while he is busy. While Ji Heng is in Ten Evil Lotus Land, her brother orders Min Su to be sent to battle some beasts. He wants Min Su to stay away from Ji Heng until she is married off. When Ji Heng finds out about Min Su, she sets off to help fight the beast. They are fighting a losing battle until Meng Hao appears in his dragon form to protect Ji Heng. He risks his life to save her, the reason being Ji Heng is Meng Hao's daughter. He fell in love with the Qi Demon Lord's wife and they had Ji Heng, and Meng Hao has been secretly protecting Ji Heng ever since. Dong Hua is at Baishui Mountain to collect some medicine for Feng Jiu's burnt paw. He senses Meng Hao is in danger and arrives to help him, but it is too late. Meng Hao dies from his injuries but he requests Dong Hua to cure Ji Heng's Choshui cold toxin, and Dong Hua agrees. Ji Heng then informs Dong Hua about her love for Min Su and requests his help. Dong Hua strikes an agreement with Su Yang to send Ji Heng to Tai Chin Palace in 3 months' time and to let Min Su off. The condition is Demon Lord Su Yang shouldn't rebel and must abide by the laws since he claims the marriage is for world peace. Feng Jiu rushes in Si Ming's arms, and tells him that she's pregnant with Dong Hua's baby. Si Ming tells Feng Jiu that she was fooled, and asks her to write how she became a fox. Dong Hua begins to spend a lot of time with Feng Jiu as he loves the fox. He is always talking to her and stroking her to make her feel loved. This causes Princess Shiher to be jealous. Dong Hua also finds out from her that Feng Jiu is missing when he wants to taste her cooking. Once, Dong Hua cooks fish for the fox, and she is so excited to eat until she finds out he is a horrible cook, but pretends to like it so as not to hurt his feelings. A guest is expected to arrive and the fox is supposed to behave. If you don't mind, please subscribe, like, and comment. The guest turns out to be Ji Heng, but Feng Jiu is no longer friendly towards her when she hears that she is going to marry Dong Hua. Lian Song wants to give Chen Yu a specially designed multi-purpose knife for her birthday. Feng Jiu improvises on the design, but Dong Hua assumes it is Ji Heng's work. When Ji Heng didn't correct his assumptions, this infuriates Feng Jiu and she bites her hand. Dong Hua carries her out of the room for misbehaving. Feng Jiu sees that Dong Hua treats Ji Heng very differently and she seems special to him. This causes her to feel down and jealous. She scratches Ji Heng again when the latter tries to imprint her paw on her feeding bowl. Feng Jiu finds it humiliating given her status. Dong Hua then orders Chong Lin to lock her up. Feng Jiu again gets into trouble when she wanders off and gets attacked by Suaing, a spiritual tiger pet. Suaing is jealous that Feng Jiu is Dong Hua's beloved pet, and beats her mercilessly for injuring Ji Heng. She is then flung into the water. Si Ming fishes her and nurses her back to health. During the days she has been missing, she is sad that Dong Hua has not looked for her. Si Ming advises Feng Jiu that it is time for her to put down her obsession for Dong Hua and return to Qingqiu, since Dong Hua is getting married to Ji Heng in 2 days' time. Si Ming brings Feng Jiu to see Dong Hua one last time. They remain hidden and observe from afar. Feng Jiu can see Dong Hua with Ji Heng and Suaing. They look good together and she is sad that Dong Hua has never looked at her as anything more than a pet. To take revenge for Feng Jiu, Zhe Yan, Qingyu, and Si Ming beat up Nie Chuyin to get back Feng Jiu's fur tails. Feng Jiu transforms back into human form and returns to Qingqiu, after leaving some sweet potatoes as wedding gift for Dong Hua. She is sad and ashamed for being treated as a disobedient pet. Zhe Yan comforts and reminds her not to expose her secret to her family. Qingyu is dissatisfied with how Dong Hua has treated Feng Jiu. She purposely requests Dong Hua to allow her to meet his pet fox. Lian Song pulls her away before she could antagonize Dong Hua further. Qingyu warns Lian Song not to interfere in her affairs. Although Lian Song had saved her during her mortal trials, she feels that it is just his way to trick women. Nie Chuyin wants to help Demon King Miao Luo to break out of her seal. He is not happy that the demons are being looked down upon by the immortals and wants to replace Su Yang. Miao Luo tells him to look for the soul-locking jade to break the seal. Princess Zhihe finds Ji Heng and Min Su together and grabs the opportunity to be the bride instead on the wedding day. Yan Qi-wu tries to take her away thinking she is Ji Heng who has gone missing. Lian Song stops him. The event becomes a mess when the truth comes out. The Heavenly King orders Lian Song to be imprisoned for failing in the wedding preparations and Princess Zhihe for deception. Sun Yang finds out that Ji Heng ran away with Min Su, but they are not so worried since Min Su has a soul-tracking fragrance on himself. Meanwhile, Ji Heng and Min Su are on their way to Fanning Valley to neutralize her poison. Zhe Yan helps Feng Jiu to beat up Nie Chuyin for tricking her. Zhe Yan could feel that the magic powers Nie Chuyin practices is different from his last confrontation with him, and becomes alarmed. Feng Jiu also reunites with her grandfather and promises to be good. Dong Hua finally hears that his pet fox is missing and tries his best to look for her. Su Yang tracks down Ji Heng and Min Su. Min Su pleads with Su Yang to let Ji Heng go and commits suicide. Before dying, Min Su reveals that she is a woman, and implies that all along she was actually in love with Su Yang. She disguised herself as a man to protect herself back then. Ji Heng then vows that their sibling relationship is over. She takes Min Su's body and jumps off the cliff together, and Min Su disappears in her hands. Ji Heng falls through to the mortal realm and loses her memory. She is saved by Nie Chuyin but can't remember who he is, and he is happy about this. Su Yang reports back to the Heavenly King about Ji Heng. The issue is considered settled. Dong Hua absolves Lian Song from any punishment but refuses to intercede when Princess Zhihe is ordered to go to the West Desert. She accuses him of being cruel but he feels the punishment is justified. Dong Hua can feel that Miao Luo is becoming active. He sets off to repair the seal and Miao Luo mocks him for coming with injuries. He coughs up blood and collapses upon his return to his palace. He has yet to fully recover from his battle in the Lotus Land and helping Ji Heng to suppress her poison. This would cause Miao Luo to create trouble. So, Lian Song suggests to God Yun Zhuang to cast half of Dong Hua's shadow into Fanning Valley to protect the Miaoyi chasm just by being born. Afterwards, they all erase their memory concerning this matter. Meanwhile, Feng Jiu has no interest in other men courting her and keeps scaring them off. Xia Gu Chou is the lord of the netherworld. He perceives that Dong Hua is going to the mortal realm to experience his trials in 300 years' time. During this time, he will be quietly cultivating in Tai Chin Palace while having God Yun Huang cast past life magic on his shadow to make him appear in another world. Despite her painful memories, Feng Jiu still wants to repay Dong Hua's kindness for saving her life. Therefore, she asks Gu Chou to make her shadow be born where Dong Hua's shadow is. She wishes her shadow can help Dong Hua get what he wants. And if Dong Hua doesn't get what he wants, she thinks she will repay when he goes to experience his misfortunes. Dong Hua wants to bring forward his trials in the mortal world as he wants to reacquire his cultivation powers quickly. He is reborn as Crown Prince Song Xianren, whose mother dies during childbirth. His brother is not too fond of him, but he has his father's trust. During a hunting competition, he gets to know Yi Qing Ti, the son of the Duke of Yongning, who helps him win as repayment for saving his life. When Xianren is ordered to go into battle with a neighboring country, Yi Qing Ti is tasked to be his assistant commander. Nie Chu Yin finds out, from a storyteller, that the soul-locking jade could be in Qingyu country. Feng Jiu learns from Qingyu that Dong Hua has brought forward his trials in the mortal world. She is keen to go and check on him, but Si Ming advises her against it, since she cannot help him as an immortal, as that would break his trials, and could backfire on her. But she couldn't help herself from worrying about Dong Hua. Feng Jiu helps Xianren in the battle against Chong'an dressed as a soldier and saves his life. There, she introduces herself as Xiao Jiu. Yi Qing Ti also fights hard alongside Xianren and prevents him from getting killed by enemies, and they become sworn brothers. They win the war and Xianren orders Yi Qing Ti to look for Feng Jiu. However, she couldn't be found in his army. After using her immortal powers in the mortal realm, Feng Jiu returns to Qingqiu weakened with injuries, and realizes what Si Ming told her was indeed true. Xianren's father is sick, and he shares with Xianren the secret of the Lingbi stone, which happens to be the soul-locking jade, and is hidden in the royal tomb. The Lingbi stone dropped from the sky to save Xianren's grandfather from defeat during a war. Hence, it is regarded as a treasure that will keep Qingyu safe. Xianren promises that he will guard the stone with his life. When his father passed away, Xianren becomes Qingyu's emperor, which greatly displeasures and enrages his brother. Nie Chu Yin convinces the Chong'an emperor with his demonic powers to listen to him when he revives Ji Heng. He lies to Ji Heng to make her willingly cooperate with him and changes a servant's face to look like Min Su. Ji Heng has a vague recollection of the face, and subconsciously trusts her. Nie Chu Yin becomes hurt by using his powers in the mortal realm. His plan is to send Ji Heng, who is now known as Chu Wan, as a Chong'an princess to be married to Xianren. Xianren agrees to the proposal as he also wants to make peace with Chong'an. He also orders they expand their search for Feng Jiu. That's the end of today's recap. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like, share, and comment down below what you think. Bye.